Jeez, it is way wetter than the last time we came out here. I don't know what we're gonna do. Not getting a truck out here.
If you don't mind, I got an idea. Hi guys, it's me, Heavy D, all the way from Salt Lake City. I heard you got a pickle here.
We do.
Yeah.
You got something?
I do, as a matter of fact. I've got a solution.
All right, guys, the time has come that we are finally going for the recovery on the burnt truck of my brother's, which if you haven't seen, I'll put a link up above. But we're doing it a different way because enough of you guys made enough noise that Dave came out, and now we're just going wild. I mean, there's not probably a more expensive or crazy way to do a recovery.
No, there's absolutely not, but there's also not a cooler way, unless we have NASA involved, because what's about to happen is, well, A, it's something that everybody on my channel has been begging for a long time, this type of recovery. B, your channel obviously wanted to see this because thanks to all of you who emailed me and messaged me and let me know about Trent's situation. And ultimately, what we're about to do is something that I'm genuinely excited about. We do a lot of recoveries, I get excited, but this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, so that's why we're here. That's why I made the flight out from Utah this morning, and we're ready.
Yeah, and so the plan is we are gonna go out there. We're only taking aircraft out to the crash site because since the last video, we've had so much precipitation. You've seen it. It's like a record-setting year snowfall-wise. All that's rain out in the desert, so the dry lake bed is a lake. So luckily today, it is super cold out. I'm hoping it's cold enough that everything's frozen, that I'm not flinging mud up into the wing and my prop. But if you're thinking we're lifting it with his A-Star, we're not. He had a Chinook flown in. So how did that come about? Let's talk about that.
This is actually like serendipitous, okay?
Yeah.
The way this came about is Rotac Helicopters. They own a couple Chinooks, K-Maxes. They do firefighting, just a heavy lift helicopter company. They reached out and 2 months ago, they said, hey, you do some really cool recoveries. We would love to do something with you if, the opportunity ever presents itself. And so I emailed back immediately, right? Like, hey, yeah, absolutely. Let me try to find a recovery. Well, trying to find a recovery that made sense for the Chinook, kind of in the area, like we're not gonna fly to the East Coast because these things are like $20,000, $30,000 an hour to fly. So that's when Trent's video popped up. Got a hold of guys at the Rotac and said, hey, we got this. This is the perfect opportunity. They're like, hey, we have a helicopter in Sacramento. Let's make it happen. So literally the stars aligned perfectly. Even though it was a bad situation for your brother and for everybody involved there, it's about to come to a very happy ending, I believe.
I 100% agree. So our plan is to all fly out there. We're gonna basically rig everything up by hand, cut the thing into pieces, strap it up, have everything rigged before we call the Chinook in, because like you said, that thing's chinging away dollar signs a lot faster than the old Kit Fox. So hopefully we'll have everything ready to lift. We've got trucks staged with, like one's an end dump and then the other's got an actual dumpster box on the back. So,
and the Chinook is definitely overkill for this, guys. Chinook can lift about 26,000 pounds. We're gonna do this lift in 2 separate lifts, which won't be more than 8,000 to 10,000 pounds. It's gonna be pretty light because it's all burnt up, but the fact that it's a Chinook is really all that matters. So don't focus on anything other than the fact that it's, oh, also, I know a lot of you are gonna ask, oh, why aren't you doing it with your Blackhawk? Right now, I don't have all the paperwork in place to be able to do external loads with my Blackhawk. We're still getting that program approved by the FAA, or else we would have brought it out because it would easily do this lift, no problem. But honestly, I'm kind of glad the paperwork wasn't done because it's a Chinook.
Yeah, it's
right?
a good opportunity.
Yeah, it's the best opportunity. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. We're just we're stoked for the opportunity. Glad to be here and get to do some flying and see your beautiful plane in person. I've never seen it up close, so it's beautiful, guys.
It'll be fun. The funny thing is you're gonna have to slow down to fly my speed.
Yeah, that's true. I'll do my best.
So Kevin, I realized in my video I talked about what happened, but we've never actually heard from you what happened with the truck at High Sierra.
So I had all my hot air balloons and extra tanks with me so I could bring up a bunch of people on rides, and the trail out there was rough. Everybody told me don't stop, it's 12-inch deep silt, so that's what I did. I just pulled through it and some point during that, the propane tanks, one of them must have gotten a valve hit or knocked open or broken or something, and that truck or the whole trailer became filled with propane. Right after I got to the lake bed, I picked up my one wheels, turned around, and next thing I know, boom! Felt like we got rear-ended in the truck, and we look and turn around, and both the walls of the trailer are sitting on the ground, the roof's 50 feet off to our left, and the fuel cell for the fifth wheel was on fire, and it was right underneath the basket with more propane tanks. So at that point, with no fire response within 4 hours, there was nothing we could do except for crowd control and try and keep people back. I had people wanting to try and unhook the truck, but it just wasn't worth the risk with all those tanks in there.
Yeah, no joke. And we don't really know what did it, what caused the spark then.
No, we don't know what caused the spark. I still have two thoughts. It could have either possibly been related to the fridge, or it could have been static, because I had all my balloon and my ground tarps and all that kind of stuff shuffling around can make static.
Yeah.
And once it got to that right mixture of propane where it was ready to light off, all it would take would be the tiniest spark. So we were just really fortunate it happened when it did and nobody got hurt. What happened with each of the tanks is they would get hot enough to where they would boil off their pressure release valve, and then it'd go, but when it got too hot, the whole tank just explodes. And then you had 10 gallons of propane, and so it was 100-foot mushroom clouds. Some of the tank tops were flying 200 feet, landing in between airplanes. Somehow, no airplane took home any damage other than some soot. So we were lucky about that. And like I said, the biggest thing is nobody got hurt.
Yeah, jeez.
So insurance wouldn't let us do it right away, but now we've got the right tools. We'll go ahead and get it out, get it off the lake bed, and hopefully we'll start closing out some insurance claims and getting things wrapped up and get moved on. Next chapter in life.
Yeah.
It's been a long one.
All right, we are now all fueled up in the heli, both helis, and time to get going. So we got Nate on board, one of Dave's guys, riding along, get some air-to-air shots, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep, will be the, do you have a mic hooked up to that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sick.
And stead traffic, Kit Fox 8 Juliet. We're a flight of 3 Bush planes and 1 helicopter taking runway 8 at Alpha 2. Will be a left turnout northbound.
Jeez, you can take off so fast.
Yeah, it's not bad, huh? And then, why don't we take this whole party over to Fingers?
I'm up.
Trent's up.
Ryan's up.
Connor's up.
Dude, this is so cool. I haven't ridden in a plane this small.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Like I was telling Dave, I'm like, this is like my little razor of the sky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push forward a little bit. And there's a fun little canyon I'll probably fly on the way in. Don't feel like you need to follow me, but basically the saddle in front of us before the horizon's what we're going over. Then we'll see the lake bed.
They tell me what size of the saddle there?
Yeah, the snow kind of filled saddle. It's just past that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly past the truck and I'll essentially be on a left downwind, and I'm going to land just to the north of it, coming the other direction. And I am going to start slowing up now. I am wondering if I should drag my tires one pass just to check that it's not mud.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm going to plan on doing that. Starting my left face. And I'm on final, and this is just for a drag.
Pretty bump.
Yeah, I'm actually going to slow up and see if it starts to grab it all. Oh no, it is good. I'm going to go ahead and find a place to park on snow. Some of the dark mud is flinging up a little bit, but not bad. So I'm going to park over where you are right now. All right, and I'm going to call this home for now.
All right, we got out here, but the rigging is at the trucks. So we're gonna jump in the helicopter with Dave, go get the rigging, then we'll come back, get everything rigged up. We get four the same way. what is the plan lifting wise?
The plan is we're gonna lift the trailer first. We got all the junk consolidated. I got the rear door folded in on top of itself. And now we're gonna run some tie-down straps over that. So with that, we're gonna call them, they're gonna come in. We've got 4 legs on each item, 4 20-foot legs. So it's basically gonna pick up as straight and level as possible. What we don't wanna have happen is have it get all tippy, because then all the trash we stacked on top of the trailer is gonna just yard sale and be a bigger mess for, you know, everyone to clean up. So right now it's really important that this thing stays tidy the way it's put right now. So we're gonna pick the trailer up, have them throw that in the end dump, and then next up we're going to have them grab the truck. Truck should be pretty easy. Same thing, 4 20-foot legs, lifting pretty evenly. Should all pick up pretty well.
Rad. All right, we are calling Chad. Hey Chad, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're ready for you out here.
Okay, cool. We'll start up and head your way.
Okay, and we will be on fingers. We're ready for you. Hey, great work, Chad.
Hey, thanks, Trent. Yep. We'll see you around, man. Give us a call.
Dude, that is a relief, huh? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty rad.
That was a lot of fun. Can't thank both, of course, Dave Sparks and, of course, Rotac Helicopter Lifting Services enough for coming out and helping today. Huge thanks to both of them. And, of course, always Squarespace.
Yeah, dude. I guess on that note, I should take 1 second to say thank you to the sponsor of this video, who has been a longtime supporter of this channel. So, as you guys have heard me say before, I truly hope if there is a time, or there comes a time, where you need to build a website, you will consider Squarespace at the top of your list. They have award-winning templates. You craft them into your own beautiful professional-looking website that is optimized for both desktop as well as mobile, and they have features for everything. Whatever it is that you're trying to do with a website, you can do it with Squarespace. So if you haven't yet, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to purchase, make sure you use code Trent Palmer at checkout. That'll get you 10% off. Thank you again, Squarespace. Now, Kevin is off back to the airport. Ryan and I are gonna go check on his guys and get going as well.
Okay, we're gonna try to...
Not even a drop of bud.
That's a good sign. I'm gonna go full flaps. I'm gonna try to get out of here in the driest area, using as little runway as possible. There we go. Yep, same here. That was nice.
Where are you at?
I'm to the left here. I'm thinking I'm gonna come in from the opposite side. Yeah, I'm gonna come in from the north.
Alrighty, I'll kind of follow you. I think that the main road looks better than the other for parking, I believe.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I think this side I saw parking kind of where he parked the helicopter. That looked good to me. I am kind of turning final now.
Yeah, I got you. Those people in the Dodge right there were waving a lot. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
They were very excited.
Traffic.
Alrighty, I'm gonna make a 360 and land.
Copy that. I'm shutting down.
Gentlemen, cleaning up. That is the last of it. That is it. That is all.
Thank you, Aaron.
Solid work. Thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
All right, we are done. It's a wrap on the whole vehicle. Now we just gotta race the light home, get back before it's too dark to see what we're doing. All right, guys, that was a pretty solid day. Ryan, thank you, and your guys. That was quite an effort, especially there right at last light at sunset. So the majority of the wreck is out of there. We're gonna have to go back once things dry out with some small equipment, but that's probably not gonna be that interesting. So this was the fun part of the recovery. I'm glad everything went as smoothly as it did. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. And you guys know the drill. Like this video if you do. Subscribe if you haven't. Come be my wingman. See you on the next one. Peace.
What do we got going here? Listen, man.
Did you make it to La Barca?
I found a few tacos there, a few quesadillas, a few burritos. So,
Place is...
it's awesome.
Huh?
I was confused at where I was at first, but, you know, like you said, walk to the back. Sure enough, just right there, sweet old lady just ready to make us some tacos.
Yeah.